Welcome back. As a part of third activity, we have identified various security standards that are implemented by the organization, and we also learned how those security standards will be implemented to make organizations secure. The fourth task is a continuation task to that, and the kind of threats we have identified in the activity 1 we have done a few weeks back. If you go and cross check your document, maybe in the morning you might have cross checked it, it contains two to three threads that are related to the organization's current security. And in the previous section, you might have reviewed a proper security standard that is implemented by the organization, or you might have proposed a new security standard that should be implemented by the organization. So you need to compare how the new security standard that is proposed to the organization will overcome the problem that organization is having. So means, for example, in the activity 1 means A8018A1 activity, you might have identified two to three threats, right? You need to give a small briefing about the threat and a brief explanation about how the security standard that is proposed will overcome this threat. For example, in the first activity, if you identified threat as denial of service, then I will show you how to write about the task related to it by applying security standard on selected security threat denial of service. I guess if people understand, denial of service means you're a authorized user of your bank and you will be offered credentials like login ID and password. Being a authorized user, when you submit your login ID and password, the bank is supposed to provide you access. If it won't provide you access, it can be penalized. Okay, so it is very crucial that when you give your proper credentials, it should provide you the access. What happens if you provide right credentials to the login page and it won't provide you access? We call that kind of situation as denial of service. It might happen because of some phishing attack, or some or the server, maybe web server might be busy, database server might be busy because of too many requests onto the server. These all security issues are because of various security threats. Okay, so in such situation we call it DOS attack, means denial of service attack. It means that the attacker, means the hacker, makes system so busy that it won't address problems of the correct user. It will be engaged with unauthorized and intruder, or like we call him hacker. Okay, who is not actual original owner of the data. So this is how denial of service attacks happens. So considering that service denial of service attack, I will make, like for example, I assume that this is ISO by IEC 27001 is the security standard that is implemented by the organization, and I confirm that this security standard is very strong at ensuring security at various levels to the organization network. Now, how to research about ISO IEC 227001 and denial of service attack? I will show you that. See, this is the keyword I used, ISO IEC 27001, handling denial of service attack, or DDoS attack. You can call it DDoS also. Okay, when I clicked on that, it clearly we get too many links that clearly explains how this standard can protect or like prevent its users from security threats. So I opened it and can ISO 27001 help your organization in a DDoS attack? It clearly explains what is the attack and how 27001 can protect it. Got it? So you need to write brief about this one. Understood? Just read it, try to understand, and mention it. ISO, this standard is uh, involves roles, various means this control related policies, which definitely prevents organization from being vulnerable to the intrusions. Got it? So unless it is not like a secured system, they won't offer this kind of certifications. But still, the kind of references and the kind of information related to the security aspects are discussed here. In this way, you can cross check the kind of attacks the organization is experiencing and how each practice. For example, if you have phishing attack, you get some sort of information related to it. All right. So go cross check for that information and write about it. Maybe 2703T might be using or 2000 about that one. Okay. So just cross check and write. See, I want a minimum of 500 words. If in two threads, if two types of threads, if you cannot finish 500 words, assume one more thread. Okay, assume one more thread and write four threads. If you can't handle in three threads, write third thread. And if you can't handle many number of words in three threads, you write more threads. Okay, it is optimal to write one or two. But even if you can't contribute number of words, I request you to write more than two threads to complete the document in 500 words. Understood? That's it about the task, guys. And I will share you the reference, sample references. Those are just samples. Um, I want you to Google it. All right. Uh, just follow the Google principle, like how I explained you. See, this is how it should be done. So I will be googling with the standard and security problem. Maybe I don't need this handling also. Just sorry, that's why I didn't get proper information. Maybe in phishing in double quotes. ISO 27 not required. Just like this. Okay. So just cross check for internet and you get some proper information. This is keyword ISO, the standard, and in double quotes the kind of attack. Okay, it should be known. Okay, phishing attack reasons, not like that. If you don't even not even required to say as phishing attack, you just say phishing, you will get a proper links related to it. All right. So this is all about fourth task, and it is also accounts to be around 500 words. A minimum of 500 words should be written. Just I recommend you to cross check proper security standard. If you have taken maybe some, we will be having sub standards like colon and some number. Maybe year by year it will be updating. Colon and year number will be given. Recent year, uh, I recommend you to take most recent security standard with very recent year. Okay, so and I want you to finish the task in a best way. All right. Just read it. If you don't understand, just copy the standard and go to YouTube, paste it. You'll get some nice explanation. What I guess is what I see most often when I cross check for these kind of certifications, we mostly hear more technical information related to the standard. Better you take examples as I shown you that provides a better explanation of application of the security standard. All right, all the best, guys. Fix it. That's it for today. Um, I hope you will be finishing at least three tasks and fourth task 50% minimum. Okay. I will cross check all the documents. Just please properly format and send me. Don't be hurry in sending the document. Properly format the document. Each task should be having a side heading, and I don't expect any subheadings. I want main headings for each task. I don't expect any subheadings for tasks. Okay, everything should be given in nice paragraphs. I recommend you to include page number at bottom of the document, and each title of means each task title should be in H1 format, and line spacing should be 1.5. Content should be justified. Okay, before sending document, cross check everything and send me. All right. Thank you, team.